And let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on? What's going on, my peoples? What's going on? Once again, the fifth part of We Call Sports, We Call Golf. Listen, everybody, we are extremely excited for today. Today is the crazy thing that the Master this weekend. We got so much information, like it's just crazy. Once again, your boy, Noloboy, hashtag Red Cup. We're here again. Miguel, telling these people where we at.
Super excited. A lot of stuff from the Masters. We got a lot. We covered a lot of stuff. We got some notes. We got we got some good fun factors in there that probably nobody knows about. And we're just gonna give it to you, just the reality of living that whole week of the Masters. First and foremost, cheers to you right here.
And you
This is
already
how we start.
and you already know that the Red Cup is always with me. My best friend.
with the people that's watching us live. Thank you for coming in and watching us for like 45 minutes to an hour. Don't forget to subscribe in YouTube, and we are here for you and only you in golf. So this is what we're going to talk about today. So what do we
As
got today, bro?
Hey man, as always, we can't do nothing without the main people, Miguel, that comes out here and pays us the way, right? This
Talk to it.
cannot be possible without them. All right. So we're
Talk
gonna
to
go.
him.
We're gonna go with our sponsors, Pepatos Security.
Hepatos Security. Ladies and gentlemen, they have created something unique to share with friends and family. The Security box, cup, or board includes variety of meats, cheese, fruits, olives, nuts, crackers, and sweets. The Security is perfect for birthday parties, anniversary, girls' nights, business meetings, and much, much more. Please contact them through Facebook or Instagram or the webpage, securityltd.com. And remember, se habla español.
And remember,
Se habla español.
Español.
It's part of it. It's part of it, ladies and gentlemen. It's all part of it. Here we go. Day zero. We're gonna walk you through the whole 9 yards of the Masters. Our main intent in the Masters is to brief you and tell you like the story and bring you up to speed. Myself and Miguel, we were talking about next year. We're gonna do a full episode, 100% master, because it's so much
Uh,
material that it's gotta take more than an hour. So we're gonna put in this content as much as we can to stay under an hour. That's our goal every time. So let's go at it. All right, so
right into it.
let's get into it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, while we are talking and dropping you information, there's gonna be the five top most difficult holes that we played this weekend, that they played this weekend. Actually, going through with the numeric numbers on them and with the names of the holes. All right. Also, on top of that, you will also see the records that was given and broken and established this week. So let's start with this picture right now that you see with the main entrance. The main entrance, that's the Mongolian driveway. That is the main driveway that everybody loves and wants to go through. And they say that ride right there is just like you ride into heaven. Miguel, what you heard about this ride and the front of the clubhouse with the logo of the Masters.
Listen, that first of all, we want to go next year. We want to go next. Whoever wants to sponsor us, we would go to the Masters and give you live. We can't. Obviously, walking through that on that, it has to be such a emotions going on with all the repeated golfers, whoever went down it already. For brand new people that haven't been, it has to be a dream,
Oh,
right? For a golfer like me, it
guaranteed.
has to be a dream and a half. For me, it's something, I love golf, so it's something that it's dearly, embedded in me. So getting to that point and seeing that those flowers with the Masters and the whole thing, it has to be a tingling feeling down the body. Whoever loves golf knows should know all about
This
it.
this
And
is
one more thing
this is
on
the
that.
mecca. This is the mecca right here, Miguel.
I
This is just
it,
like this is it. This is the
no,
highest.
for sure.
This is it.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So for me, it's just listen, the Masters a week for me. A Masters once the Masters comes Monday for me, it's like
It's a wrap. We're not watching nothing else. Nothing else
nothing
matters.
goes on.
Everything is
From
dropped.
Monday to Sunday. Listen, don't talk to me at certain times. I am watching the Masters. I'm focused on there. Um, Imagine, you can't watch it nowhere else. You have to get, some type of program that has it. Another thing that I love about the Masters that you can't. A fun fact, right? Just to throw it out there. You can't take no phones, so there's nobody. It's a golf thing. If you love golf, you have to be involved with the golf, or else you're not gonna have a great time there, right? There's no cell phones there.
No
There's
cell phone
nothing like
allowed.
that. So
None. So as soon as you
no
walk
cell
in,
phones allowed.
they checking you out. All right, they checking you out, tapping you in. The course,
Instantly.
they are stuck to the old ways, right? To the tradition ways. So if you need to make a call, they have a phone booth. I don't know how many exactly, but they have a whole bunch of phone booth in there, and then you call in, and guess what? Whenever you call in, the ID caller says Augusta National Golf Club. Whenever you call in, so that's one of the things that I need to do before I leave that place, guaranteed. Okay, Miguel, what else you got?
For sure.
Talk to me.
Let's go. Let's talk about how hard this course played. Oh my God. I've seen. I just want to talk about the course because the course itself, it's a tournament that nobody's gonna run away with it, right? Nobody's
Guaranteed.
gonna just blow up all of a sudden like all the other tournaments. They're 12 over. The cut line was +6.
That's how much that
Cut
thing
line
was
was.
difficult. Yep,
That's how
completely.
hard. Listen, they don't even have a slope. It's like a in between in how it's playing daily, and it's over the 140. Whoever knows slope and whoever knows the calculation of this, it's not that simple, but it goes over an average of people playing and being power. How much people would power it, then how much people, and there's a rate in between there to slope this, right? They go off of the professional to all the way to the amateur, and they calculate this how difficult to get a par or bogey here.
So
The course was playing phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal.
obvious, as always, it never disappoints. It's always in great shape. So just to give you a numbers, right? On that fourth hole, the fifth hardest hole in a whole tournament with professionals. We're talking about numbers of professionals. We're not talking about Nolo out there trying to hit this ball going everywhere, right? So as professional, the fifth toughest hole which was hole number 4. They had only 16 birdies, 194 pars, and 82 bogeys, and they had 5 double bogeys on that hole. That was the fifth hardest hole. Now, if we go ahead and we jump to the hole number 11, which was the first one, the hardest hole overall, the whole weekend. All right, 17 birdies,
Yeah.
174 pars, 85 bogeys, 20 double bogeys. That was the hardest hole, and we talking about professionals. They'll live out of this. 20 double bogeys, 20, 58%, 58% came out with pars. 58. Second hardest, which was number 18, which was to finish, right? So they had 23 birdies, 164 pars, 92 bogeys, 17 double bogeys to close out. So not only from the start of the back 9, right? You are in Eamon's corner. Not only that, the last hole, Holy, has your number. Now, number 11, which is the white dog guard, it was good. It was a challenge. We all knew that hole during the whole years, that's been the toughest hole no matter what. The golden bell, it was hard, but not as hard as those top fives. Miguel, out of those five, or maybe the bell, because the Golden Bell is a classic hole. It's a classic par three, or 155 that is not that didn't make the top five, right? As far as hardest hole, but that's the classic one where gonna show you here in a bit. All right, but out of the holes that you've seen in Augusta, what is the hole that actually catches you?
Oof. I'm thinking. I want to say there's so many good holes. I want to say 14 is a tough hole, right?
Yep.
They talked about that on the turn. They just talked about that. It's in I want to put in perspective to the people out there, whoever hasn't played golf or whoever does know golf, right? These these courses this course in specifically is not for the big hitters. It's not for the out driving players. This course is hit it here or you will pay the price on every single hole. If you know, because it's not like the elevation. It's going downhill. You can have a downhill lie, and then the green is going up.
Yep.
So this is how difficult it is. To put it in perspective, a regular golfer like me, right now, if I went to Augusta, the professionals, all the old professionals, the champions, anything from a 12 handicap and up, you know what they're saying? Good luck if you break 100. A regular golfer, somebody that knows how to hit the ball, plus or minus, good or not.
Yep.
You're gonna good luck if you shoot 100.
You in there no matter what. So, to give you another
Imagine.
statistic, Rory McIlroy, our number one guy. Well, number two, number one is Woods, but our number one guy goes ahead the second day of hole 11, the toughest hole, and get wet. Ball in the lake.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh for sure.
Marikawa trying to make a move on the last day, and the 11
Kind of
got wet as well. Second place, Akru, it's not the amateur, but he's the new kid in town. He got wet.
Yeah,
He got wet as well in 11. So 11 was so crucial. 11 technically determines the tournament. All right, and then for you to close, you think that's easy because I got like what? I got like 7 more holes. I can make this up in your mind. Guess what?
Oh.
Amen corners right here. So it's all three. 11, 12, and 13. 12. Listen, 12, Golden Bell is no joke. Golden Bell was a 146 on the second day. Then it got 150. But you gotta aim yourself in that middle bunker of it. Whenever we get to the slide that has that hole, I'm gonna let you know the little quick story that the professionals was given the tips. Like whenever you face this hole, right? And 13, which is Acelia. It was par 5. It was good. But what Acelia does is that you think you can reach. So that's what Augusta does. Augusta makes you think that you can reach the green and maybe 2 or 3, and next thing you know you are wet, point blank. It happened to even Scheffler. Scotty, he got wet on I think the second day or third day. He got wet because he went for it on 13 and it bounced through the side and it ended up being wet. So that's what Augusta does. So to give you some more perspective about the field, right, on Augusta. So the Augusta has this sub-air systems, right, in underneath the bunkers and within around the course. So whenever you go, what happens for all golfers that are looking at me, those junkies, right? We got them junkies in, right? So all those junkies that you have. So whenever you go to any course that it rains a lot, it gets muddy, it gets puddles everywhere. Augusta, none of that. It rained the day before the first day. It actually rained, and they had to finish one of the rounds the following day. It was all a mess. But guess what? thanks to those sub-air systems, it takes the moisture out and spits it out, and then it heats it up for the top part of it, for all this green to go back to temperature. This hole right here was the one that they got wet. Right here, they came up momentarily. So if you go ahead and see here in a minute, you will see like the machines and the actual big pump where actually that's the mechanism that actually takes the water out. This right here, this is the mechanism. You see it on the top. So that makes Augusta so good. So Augusta knows that they're gonna have water. They in Georgia. They're right there above Florida. You know you're gonna have water. You know you're gonna have hurricanes. You know you're gonna have all this. So that keeps actually the course looking good and tight. So Miguel, talk to me what kind of records, what this weekend brought as far as history to bring in here. I know there's Tiger. Tiger got something. Talk to me about Tiger. What Tiger did this weekend?
Oh, the first, yeah. So it's going down the slides here, right? You can see one of these slides where Tiger's at on one of these. The reason why Tiger's on one of our slides is that he now is the first in history to make a run for 24 consecutive Masters cuts. So that means that now he passed two others that was in first. Now that was 23. Now Tiger now moves up and takes that position. Now it's his 24th consecutive cuts made. So Tiger has been here for the last 24 times. He's made the cut. He's never been out of Saturday and Sunday. So that's one record that whoever's gonna follow somebody, obviously following Tiger, it's not gonna be an easy one to break. As much as we think that making a cut. Not at this course. One more thing on that. On these records and all this stuff, right? Tiger already won 5 jackets, right? So he's not shy of wearing the green jacket no more. He has his green jacket at Augusta. He obviously he's on 5 times already. On trophies. So this weekend, one more for him. That puts him another record on his resume. Shout out to Tiger for that.
Yeah, it's putting ties up with Jack. Okay, so it puts him up there with Jack. But Jack Nicklaus is the actual leader with 6 Masters on his belt. They don't give him 6 jackets, people, but we talk about that here soon. So that what you see right there also is the inside of the clubhouse with the trophy that the winner gets as well. But Miguel, tell me about Scotty. Scotty made another thing. Made Scotty. Scotty made the record for the 4th youngest player to win a Master twice, not consecutive, but twice. Here you go. First is Jack Nicklaus, then you got Tiger Woods. I think it's Nick Faldo, the other one, and then it's Jack. So, hey,
in the period of time too, like to get the jacket, to put it on Rahm, to then Rahm the next year put it back on you.
Yep, nasty.
Nasty. He won by minus 11, so he won by 4 strokes.
Let me go out there.
Right, like this is not an easy place to do this. How is he doing? He's not running away, but he's literally separating himself from the pack here, right? Winning 2 tournaments out of 3 that he just played, the last 3 tournaments, winning back to back at the play. Like he's separating himself.
He's in
nobody.
He's in another level.
And we're gonna have to see, right? The next couple tournaments, if he's first, second, or third, or even on that top 5. Mm-hmm. You have to go to the next tournament predicting that this guy's gonna win, and you're gonna have to catch him. Once he's up there in the leader and you're following him, you're having a tough day there. You're not. It's not looking good for you that day, right? Scheffler's he's been winning. Is he hot? Is it a Spurs?
No.
Is it?
No, this dude is something else.
He's first on contacting this ball and getting it on the green, right? Like how's nobody else? All these professionals. Just falling behind him.
he is not
It's
normal.
not normal.
Even his swing is not
He must
normal
have an
either.
eye. Yeah, he has to have a spectacular eye-hand coordination, right? But shout out to him. He's number one in the world with his swing. However, remember Jim Furyk has this. It's not done when it comes.
Yeah.
It's focus and
He
preparing yourself for all these tournaments.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Gate is on the background right now. That's Scotty wearing his second green jacket. First one he won it in 22. Miguel, you have said everything that I want to say about him. I don't. It got to the point
Is
that
there anything else to
he's
say?
unbelievable, man. It got to the point that even there was like, well, you're gonna see the kids just using that swing that he uses because that's what actually is coming around. As a matter of fact, today I saw like two videos of two people trying to make that same swing that he makes. So
It's not.
it's,
It's
it's
not
orthodox. It's orthodox.
not gonna come natural to anybody.
You
You
gotta
can't practice.
practice.
You
You have
jumping
to.
to the
You
side.
have to get this down. So Scotty won with 4 strokes by, I would say by hold 11, the start of the amen corner. He came out of there in 11, out of the white dogwood. He just took over. Like that was it. From that point
Wait.
on, 11. The only problem that he had was like I think it was 14, and it was not even a problem. He was good with it. Like it, he didn't have no big challenge until there, because Marikawa he hurt himself. He got wet. The young cat Agru, the one I think it's Agru.
Obrig.
Yep, Ulbrich.
Rick.
Yeah, Ulbrich. So him, he too, he didn't get wet, but he actually tried to make as much as he can, and he couldn't catch him. Like whenever you see this person just taking off, that's it. You can't do nothing. Just I get second. There's nothing to say
So
above all this.
So by the way, right, too, right, because we gotta win, right? He just doesn't win this green jacket, right? Obviously, people, right? We think, okay, the green jacket. We know that the winner wins the green jacket. We know that his name goes on the trophy, and the trophy is a replica that he gets to buy if he wants to take it home. He doesn't take the trophy out of there. He doesn't take the trophy out to his house. He doesn't keep it. No, it stays in Augusta. His name gets written down on it. And guess
That's
who
the trophy.
else? Guess who else? What else he gets, right? He doesn't just get this green jacket. He doesn't get the trophy right there. That trophy stays. That trophy is made out of 900 silver pieces. That's how heavy this trophy is. That's staying there. They engrave his name. Guess who else gets to engrave their name on there? This is the only tournament that the runner-up, second place, gets that his name engraved on the trophy as well. So we're talking about the second place. It's on the trophy as well. So you have to fight for that second place as well. Mm-hmm. You don't want to just be like, oh, I didn't win. I didn't get first. Let me tell you what else he wins. Obviously, he gets $3.6 million. Gets the green jacket. Gets the engraved name. Runner-up gets his name engraved too for second place. That's how good it is. They get a gold medal. Get a gold medal, right? They get a little locket. It's going to come up here on the slide. They get a little locket that has the logo of the Masters. Once you open it up, that locket, it's going to come up here soon. You open it up, and there's a silhouette in there. That right there, that goes to the wife of the previous champion when they're at the dinner champion, which obviously there's a lot to talk about that. Whoever didn't know about the Masters, whoever wins it the year previous has to make the menu. Make the menu, and this is one of the prize that he gives to his wife, like a little keychain or little pendant. You know, you get to pick that anywhere. With the little silhouette that says about the course, about Ben Hogan, and about a few more other things that's in there. That's such a great thing. This is not the only thing they win. They win the whole membership. Instantly win membership to Augusta. Now you can play. Now you became a member. It's a small group. It's not a huge group. Right? So you just can't go play Augusta. Don't think you can play Augusta. You got to have somebody you know and...
You can't just
You're
get
never
in
going to
there.
play Augusta if you don't have a member. Yeah.
Yep. You can't get
So
in there.
these are other teams. the other things they get, even down to the lowest price, it gets like 300 something. So it's a good purse for all these golfers. It's just such a tough tournament that your eyes have to be just out in every day just to watch these guys play
Oh
this
yeah,
tournament. So
definitely.
good
So
fun fact.
a little bit on the jacket, right? A little bit on the jacket. Okay, so this green jacket, this color is not any green color, right? It's Pantheon 342. It's called this classic jacket has a 3-button single breast and it has a single vent features and also has the Augusta national logo on the left side on chest pocket, and also the brass has the logo button. The buttons and the brass has the logo of the Augusta. All right. So this person that you see right here, this is Fred Ridley. He's the current chairman for Augusta. All right. So for the Masters, the Augusta National Golf Club he's the chairman of them. So each winner has to sit down with him. He needs to explain the rules, right? Because the jacket, believe it or not, you want it, but you can't take it outside the premises unless there's only exception are for the winners. So the winner, you win it right now, so Scotty can use that jacket outside for a whole entire year. Next year, he got to bring back the jacket and put it back in. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the jacket that he wore in 2022. However, that jacket right there is the same one as the 2022. But if you're a first time winner, you just get a basic one and then you get fitted. Okay. And on top of that, right? So we have only 2 jackets outside Augusta because those jackets go back. Though you only wear it whenever you're in the premises. That is it, and it's for the actual workers to identify you as a member or as a Masters winner. So the only ones that can have a green jacket is if you are a member, which there are only 300 members. All right, and the ladies that you see in the background going over, there's 3 ladies. All right, one of them is Kendall Rice. She was the former Secretary of State. And then you got Darla Moore, and then you got Jeannie Roberty, Diane Murphy, Hetty Webb. I mess up her last name, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Anika. So Anika was the last one in 2023. She won. And just to give you a little, not anybody is getting this, okay? Just to give you a little bit about Anika. Anika won 72 LPGAs. All right. So everybody that is in here is either paying their fee correctly, or it's a person that has a good networking
Status
yep
in golf, yes.
in golf. Also, you if you come in to Augusta, you have to play a decent golf. Not you can't be, let's say you can pay it, but you play really like bad, like you are a newbie, you making holes everywhere and stuff like that. You can't become a member like that. That's part of becoming a member. You have to be a decent player. Okay. So once again, Augusta National Golf Club. All right. Listen, it was founded in 1930 by Bobby Jones and then Clifford Roberts. All right. The 365 acres was, check this out, was known before as Fruitland Nurseries. Whenever they purchased this golf club, they only purchased it for $70,000. Back then, $70,000 was
Oof.
was
Millions.
Yeah. Now you look at it like nothing. Now it's over $200 million. It's the cost of this is over that. All right. And top of that, the construction started on 1931 after they bought it. The course actually opened to members at 1932. All right. On 1937, they start giving jackets to identify who actually is a member, right? However, they started playing the tournament in 1934, but the people that won it was not getting a jacket. They were getting like a coin. It was a coin. The jacket didn't come around. The jacket,
1961 it came around.
the
1969, 1961
yes,
started
yep,
coming around.
yep. And then whenever they won it, right? Whenever they gave it to the person that won it, then the previous winners they got it as well. So previous winners, they start giving it to them as well. So It is so crazy that this course, Miguel, right now, this course only has 34 hole in one in the whole history that the course has.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It
you're not
has
no, yeah, this course
check this out.
lucky.
It's at
Lucky to
it,
have 31.
hey, in 1934 is whenever it started. Right? So the first, actually, the 1934 started the tournament. They were playing it before as a member, but the tournament actually started on 34. So the only person that, or the first person that got it was called Ross Somerville, and he got it on 16. He was an amateur golfer, and he got it on hole 16. The last person to do a hole in one was in 2022 was Stuart Sink on 16 as well with an 8 iron, 166. Got it in there.
And he said, Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh yeah, take it with you and make sure that that thing goes inside. So
no, this is not easy course.
it is not an easy course whatsoever. So it gets a little bit more crazier, all right? So this is the story of the green jacket, all right? So as I stated previously, right, the green jacket only lives the premises with that year's winner. So we had a champion, right, on 1962, Gary Player, which he played this week. He played on Wednesday on practices and stuff that they do before the actual play, right? That he went back. He's from South Africa. He went to South Africa, Miguel, and took his jacket, with the jacket, showing everybody the jacket, whatever. And he didn't know the rule. He didn't know the golden rule. Next year, whenever you come, you gotta bring
it back.
You gotta bring it back, and we gotta keep it here in storage in a vault, which is underneath the clubhouse, the vault. So this person, Gary Player, forgot about it. Whenever he came back to play, he was like, "Hey man, you forgot your jacket." He was like,
"Did he forget about it?"
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, yeah, I had to bring it. I didn't know. Guess what? Fish it." That's exactly what he told the chairman at the time. You know what? Fish it. Go, you go ahead and look for it. So that is one jacket that is outside Augusta. Second jacket that is outside Augusta is Billy Casp, 1970 champion that he requested Augusta with his wife. His wife requested that to Augusta, that he wanted to be buried with his jacket. So Billy Casp is buried with his jacket. Also, just to give you another information, Miguel, that's something that we missed. The very first jacket awarded was to Sam Snead in 1949. All right, and then in 1949, all those past winners is whenever they started giving the jackets back to them. Like, oh, we sorry, we just established this. Let me go ahead and recognize them back. So that was a good gesture they actually did for that. Also, we have so much things to do, so much things to talk. All right. So with the jacket, once again, I want to say this, and I'm gonna say it for the final time. You gonna be going crazy. So the actual jacket cannot leave the premises. I gotta say it a whole bunch of times. The jacket cannot leave the premises.
Well, it leaves the premises for only a year. The champion can take it. They just have to bring it back, and after that, it's not like something you take and you keep and
correct.
You
also
leave at your closet.
Yep.
It's not
also,
happening.
This course, right, at the beginning, whenever they bought it, whatever, the first official name that the course had was Augusta National Invitation Tournament. That was the actual first name that the Masters had. However, Robert, one of the co-founders, suggested the Masters from the get-go, but Jones was like, but you guys sound like too arrogant, like let's just call it Augusta National Invitation Tournament. You know how long that lasted? 5 years. They went back to the Masters because it was so a classic of a course that they had.
Now they call it that. Now they call it Augusta National for the girls tournament.
Yep.
The LPGA now gets the Augusta National.
No, guaranteed. So one thing that I want to bring around, Miguel, and this is for everybody. It is Miguel's time on this. Did you know that the only course right now in the tour that doesn't have a complete schedule official slope is the Augusta National Golf Club. It's considered to be from 135 to 144, right? It's considered in between there. For those, I'm gonna bring you down to the to Miguel's section right quick. Miguel, for these people that do not know what a slope is in a course, can you break it down for them to understand this?
Us, yes, a slope. But first, let me
You gotta put it. You gotta put that glove on and get it in.
let me put my glove on real quick and let me get my information, my notes here. I want to do two. I want to do the one-on-one. I want to do an etiquette too, because I know when we're out there, we
Go
want
for
to
it. Go for it.
we want we they want to do an etiquette. Um, an etiquette. Let me talk about an etiquette. One a good etiquette that I because I went to the golf course. It's marking your ball. Okay, when you hit the ball on the green, whoever doesn't know what the green is, it's the putting area where the flag is at and the hole. So everything's fairway, rough. Green is where you put the ball, right? When you go place a coin onto your ball, because you're gonna have to place a coin to get out somebody's line or somebody's way. Let's say that okay, my line is right here, and but my ball is in front of, let's say, Nolo's ball, right? When I go mark it, and then I pick up my ball and I leave my mark, one thing you want to do as an etiquette is ask the person of this mark is in your line. Okay, so when you put that ball marker, it can be small, it can be whatever, but when the person behind it comes up and sees it and knows it's on his line, once he sees the line and the ball's gonna go over it, that coin can actually send the ball off of his track and it can go anywhere. So you want to place that coin, you want to look at the other player, see if it's in his line, and with respects, hey, is this marker okay right here, or do you want me to move it left or right, or how many club lengths? That's just an etiquette that you want to come out of you because you know that he's going to put that way. Don't just wait until he tells you, because you can see if it's on his line or not. If he says it's okay, you leave it. Fine, leave it. But always ask, hey, is this marker in your line? Because I don't want you to hit your ball and it hits my marker and it deviates your ball from going in. One golf etiquette, learn it. Always ask
And
if
apply it,
if you're
please. That can spark something in the golf course right there.
And then the slope, how they rate the slope, right? I wrote some notes down here because it's a little tricky, right? It's calculated subtracting the course rating from a bogey rating. Multiply it by 5.38 for the men and 4.24 for the women. Right? So each tee box on the given course, right, has its own slope and its own rating. It's the difficult will vary, right? You're playing, that's going to depend from the tee boxes, how far you go back and whatnot, right? So this says, right, subtracting the course rating, there's a rating for the course, for the whole course, right? And then if you were to bogey it and multiply it by 5.3, there's a 3-digit number that it gives you. That's how that's playing that day. And let's put it in perspective, from 127 and up, 130, you're playing a difficult course. From 130 and down, 125, 119, you're playing a little more easier. That means that the regular golfer from all the golfer bogey should be your farthest that you're going, right? They go up to bogeys and see, and they calculate this. So if you get all bogeys and you calculate it, 5.3 multiplied by 5.3, you would get a number in how difficult this course is. So from 127 to 140, it's a tough golf course.
It is indeed. If you look at the So one place that you can see and already know the slope of the course, besides going to the website and checking the course, right? It's also in the
On the
scorecard.
score.
It's on the scorecard. So in the scorecard, you can check it and it will let you know. So right quick, going to the message, I got Luis Santiago saying like got them like the muscles coming out, like we good to go. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for joining us. We got Oscar Andrews as well, Victor Rafael, Hector Gata, and the one that never misses our show, Percy. Thank you, Percy, for
Perfect.
being with us, being with us. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Okay. Um. So different things of the Masters, right? We gotta go back to it because this is our iconic time. All right. So different times with the Masters. Did everybody know that in the Masters, it's only been it's only been won three times for back to back by three different people, right? So if you see on
A
this,
three-peat?
yep, no, by three different people is back to back by three different people. All
Mhm.
right. So the number three, can you guess it? Number three, the latest one, the last person that did it, Miguel. Can you guess it?
The last person that did a repeat?
Yep, back to back.
Oof. Was it Tiger?
El Tigre, Tiger, did it
The,
on 20
yeah, it's
on 2001 and 2002, back to back.
Yep.
All right. So for those that don't know, whenever you win back to back titles, that first year, if you see it right here, you're gonna see Tiger already. Somebody putting in the jacket on Tiger. That's Nicholas right there getting put out the jacket on by Arnold, and that's Nick Faldo putting the jacket on Tiger Woods. All right, so Nick Faldo was the second person to do it on back to back on 1989 and 1990. All right, he won it again in 2000, right, and then whenever he put the actually not in 2000, in 97 and 96, and then on 97 he put the jacket. That picture is from 1997. All right, whenever he put the jacket on his Tiger Woods' first green jacket, it was in 1997. The first person to do it was Jack Nicklaus. All right, we already know that Jack Nicklaus is also the most the player with the most wins in the Masters. So he has six, followed by Woods with five, and followed by Arnold Palmer with four. Okay, so this is iconic. This is like the mecca. If you are a golfer, this is what you wait the whole entire year. This is the one that you don't miss. It is so much story into this that once again next year we'll be jumping on it, and we actually going to do a whole full segment about all the stories, everything that has come around, and this ladies that just came out, which the Augusta, another thing, Augusta didn't have no ladies until 2012. All right.
Hold up. If there's somebody out there listening to this recording wants to sponsor us to go to the Masters so we can bring it live, we're always happy and receptive for that as well. If you want us to make a little a commercial of your business or whatever, we can make that. We can make some deals. We can we can repeat it. And obviously, if we get a good sponsor, we can bring that information to you live. Obviously, when we're done with the tournament, because we can't have your phones or your camera, but at least we can bring you the first couple of days if anybody out there is willing and able. And
Yep.
talk about sponsors, Nolo.
You already know who's coming, Miguel. Say it. It's your turn to say it.
It's one of our favorite of all time, Pados Couture board.
Security, Miguel.
Couture board.
Hepatos Security. Ladies and gentlemen, they have created something unique to share with friends and family. The Security box, cup, or board includes variety of meats, cheese, fruits, olives, nuts, crackers, and sweets. The Security is perfect for birthday parties, anniversary, girls' nights, business meetings, and much, much more. Please contact them through Facebook or Instagram or the webpage, securityltd.com. And remember, se habla español.
And remember.
Se habla español, Miguel. You're gonna keep saying that, man. You're gonna kill me with this. All right. So with every action, you gotta what's it called, a construction or something like that, something hidden back, whatever. So here we go. We have Live Golf. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Live Golf, Live Golf had a rough weekend. A rough weekend. Miguel, if you can, while I'm speaking about it, can you just double check the Live, because I predicted that a Live player was gonna win that Master, and Miguel hit the nod whenever he said, "I gotta go Rory, I gotta go Matsuyama, and I
can't leave Scheffler out."
God, Jesus, right?
And there he is, as the winner, as the prediction has been made. The internet has it all, recorded it all. You go back to my previous episode.
He hit the spot whenever he said it.
I didn't let the first of the world out, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of knew that he was hot. Nobody, when somebody's hot, you're not rooting for that person, right? So,
so
let's get to the Liv. What did Liv do?
Yeah, so Liv had DeChambeau and Cam Smith. They got tied for sixth with a -2. The rest, they were outside the top 10. Everybody else was outside the top 10. So it was, and they had about what, I think they had about 10 or 12 of them. So the rest outside. Thank you for coming. Watch out with the door. So going and talking about Liv. So Liv had the Raw Trump National over at the 5th through the 7th. Obviously, Liv is a 3-day tournament starting Friday, finishing Sunday, right? Which it comes, Miguel has told us before that the Liv is not actually Liv for that reason. It's Liv because that enrollment numbers is 54. They play 54 holes, right? So for those that haven't been with us and are the first timers, like, you are gonna learn about Liv. So Liv, it's good, obviously, but people, we like tradition and nothing like the PGA tradition, right? They building up, so it takes time. A couple of players have moved from the PGA Tour and signed with Live Golf, and right now they're trying to work something out to merge both together. However, unfortunately, it's not having a great view of it right now, so they're not entertaining it too much. The PGA is actually trying to see what can they do for both leagues to survive. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scene that they're still working on. It's good that that's happening for the game and for the fans like us. However, we will see. Some people say next year. I would say it would be more than that. There's a lot of simple things that they can do in our eyes, right? But money talks, right? And BS walks, right? So at the end of the day, that it has to deal with money. So no further ado, the Trump National Draw was 5th through the 7th down in Miami. The Blue Monster was out there jumping. This was won by the Burmester, the individuals, and the Legion won the
Legion 13.
The Legion 13 team. The team led by John Rum won the team match. Like I said, the Blue Monster down in Miami was a beast. I couldn't see it live. I went ahead and started and went back and saw the last day on Sunday. It was crazy. That 18 hole was out of this world. But to give you a quick concept of how that went, right? So the one leading the march on Sunday was Sergio Garcia, right? A former also Masters winner. So he was leading the pack starting on that Sunday, and it was pretty good, here and there. But he wasn't counting with Dean, with Burmester. However, Miguel, if you got something, let me know what you got from Liv in this last tournament right here.
Listen, Rom finally came through, right? Because Rom
Mm-hmm.
is one of the top players, being last year's Master
Mm-hmm.
winner. Once you won that, he was on their game. As a team, the collective member guys, they take 3 scores on the first 2 rounds, toss one out, and then in the last one, they all participate with their scores, right? So shooting a 22 under, remember that's a team effort there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just know that obviously it's a big party out there, knowing all the noise and all the stuff, and these people playing different courses around the world. So Ram to come out and his team to win this. Remember, guys, yeah, this is a different league, but there's some elite players in this league too.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of elite players. This is not the live is they took not half of them, but at least a good chunk of really good players to move on and to build this. They're finally coming to a conclusion. Nolo mentioned it, right? They're finally coming to a conclusion. They already sat down the Tigers, the Saudis, the PGAs, all the chairmans. They all sat down, just trying to get it to emerge 2 leagues together and make them both successful. They're not trying to pull each other apart. They're not trying to make,
Mm-hmm.
all this money and all this stuff going around. It is pulling here and it's pulling there.
Great, great.
But it's good, right? You don't buy a pair of shoes without comparing the others, right? You don't say, hey, let me see if it's cheap over here, or let me see if it's better over here. You compare. So everything in the world is competition. So it's good. They're doing okay. They're just trying to link them, like in how they can both interact, because the elite players that they had and the elite players that left. Listen, we missed them on seeing them
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
PGA and
yeah.
these regular
And
courses.
and I'm pretty sure,
So
Miguel. I'm pretty
I
sure
get to
too
conclusion.
that this weekend, whenever they went back and played on the PGA, I'm pretty sure that some of them said, "I miss it. I miss this." I'm 100% sure that happened. Some of them had to say, "I miss the PGA." I got to
Some
take
of
it.
them,
Yeah, I guarantee
but
you,
some of
some of
them,
them did it.
but some of them got the cold shoulder from the elites on the PGA because they just left them, right? So
Yep.
there's a lot of people that had some faces that like, you got to
There's
go
some
to the
hurt.
dinner
There's
and
some
you
hurt
have to sit
feelings.
down.
There's some hurt feelings. There's
You
some
got
hurt
to sit
feelings
at the
out there.
dinner. When you used to say, "Oh no, I'm not going," or this or that, and you said a lot of stuff, a lot of movement, all of a sudden the money changed and you went. Now you had to sit at the Masters looking at these people in the face, like, man, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened to
And
you?
and
Well,
also Miguel,
and,
what
and
what Liv already offered on Rory? I think that's the latest news. How much they offered Rory?
oh, I don't know how somebody would let and not let, right. We don't know what Rory said yet. They offered him 850 million. We're talking about 150 short of $1 billion for Rory to play
Can you double check on
in
that?
the
Can you
live.
say that again? Because I don't get that. Can you say that number again?
850 with 6 zeros behind it. 150 million
Listen,
short of $1 billion, ladies and gentlemen. And
just
this is something that we're
just to play, just to play. You don't
in
have
there.
to win. And ladies and gentlemen, all of live tournaments, the winner, the individual winner, gets $4 million. I think the only tournament in the tour, in the PGA tour, that gives you $4 million, I think is the Players. I think it is the only one that gives you close to $4 million. I think it just happened.
Yeah,
It's either the
yeah.
Players or the Genesis. It's one of those two.
The Players is the biggest purse. It's 25 million. This one was 20 million, but still,
Yep.
you get. But remember, you get all the incentives too with the Masters. Again, you get
Mm-hmm.
to be a member. Exempt, you get invited. You're always going to be taken care of. The trophy, the gold medal, the
It don't
silhouette, the
it don't matter where you go. That green jacket will stand out. I will love.
yes.
I will love to have one of those green jackets, even if it's cheap. However, going back to
A replica.
live, going back to live. So live, Burmester, it wasn't easy, right, for Burmester to win this individual um, um, course, right? He went ahead with Say Hero. It took him two extra holes, right? So the last, let me take you a step by step with the last hole, right? So you go to the tee. Everything on the left is wet. Everything on the left is water. So, sir, here, say you hit this ball from the tee perfectly in a good spot. That those spots that those balls landed could have gone and jumped to the water for both of them, for Burmester and for Sergio. So they bounced. It was good. The problem was the second shot. Sergio went first. Try to
Yep.
blend it in there, and guess what happened? He chunked it. He chunked it and it landed in the water. So Burmester, before he hit his second shot, he already knew that he just have to put it on the green to tap it in and have this win. Little bit of drama at the end too, because whenever he put it in the middle of the green, he put it kind of far from the hole. So he had to double putt that thing. So he putted the first time, and then Sergio, with his third shot, whatever his drop, whatever he made his approach, it was in a good distance. He made it, so he put pressure on Burmester. So, like, you have to make this one to win. If you don't make it, we going back again. We're going for a third playoff hole. But thank God that Burmester didn't fold and actually end up winning, made this putt in. So it was his first win ever. That's his biggest win. He takes home $4 million. All right, plus he takes $125,000 because his team was third place on the team event. So the one that won the team event was the Legend 13 with John Rum as the captain. Also, he won. He got tied for fourth, so he got some spare change right there, some spare catch. Plus the team event, you get $3 million split in fours. So you still made a good chunk of money
A
by
good chunk of money.
by playing with the teams. All right, so it was
Second place. Second place at the Masters take 2.6 million. By the way, and the
just
third place takes a million. They actually divide it in between three people on the third. So
so just to let
a
you
lot
know,
of good purses out there.
that's a great purse to take. All right, so it was at the end of the day the Stingers won which is the teams for Birdmaster. They won the individuals and they got third place in the teams. The Range Goats got second place with Bubba. That's Bubba Watson team. He got a $1.5 million divided into four. I'm so mad. Uh, I'm still talking
It
to
was a
mom.
good day. Still a good day at the
It's still
golf
yeah,
course.
it's still a good day. I'm still mad at mom making me play basketball and baseball. Still mad. So that was
It's all good.
that was the whole 9 yards for the tournament. Now, this is right now what we have going on as far as live, right? In the standings. Right now, in the individual side, is my boy Joaquin, no Naaman, winning. He got two of the last four tournaments or five tournaments that there already been. So he's leading the way. Outstanding. Followed by John Ram. Okay, so John Ram, uh, man, I think if he keeps getting those top places, like in this one, he just got tied for fourth with Hatton, which is his teammate on the Legion on 13. He's gonna be coming up. He just one win away, I think, for taking that spot from Joaquin. So Joaquin better watch out. And then the team side, we have the Crushers. That's the Shabos team that they're winning. They're going first right now. They're in first. The Legion 13 is second. Rom is second on both. His team is second on both. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, Miguel, who you got in there?
Little
Somebody.
shout out. Little shout out to Jackie Milashowski. This is a big heart. It's supposed to be bigger than this. A big heart for you, Jackie. I miss you guys. Love you guys. Obviously, I can't wait to see you guys. I, I love you guys. I hope to see you guys soon. Okay, I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys.
Hey,
Jackie is the wife of one of my brothers.
big shout out to Wilkerson and Estrada. Thank you for being in here and checking it out. We appreciate it. Please, everybody that's watching us, please just share the video to move to create more content. See, and then we build up our audience, and then we're gonna be great moving forward. Thank you for that. So those that trophy that you see in the middle, that's the trophy that the teams are gonna have whenever they win. At the end, there's add up all this, and whoever wins in points, that's the trophy that they're gonna get. That trophy is they're gonna get each one of the members of the team gets one. So there's 4 members per team. So 4 of them get one. Now the ring is different. The ring is for the individual. Also, you get the big cash money. It's $20 million. All right. So this is the
Believe it or not, on that same note, I don't want to interrupt you. That same note, I think the ring thing is pretty cool if you ask me. If we take that to the PGA and every winner that wins gets some type of ring, then you can wave them around how much ring. Obviously, Tiger would have 82 rings.
yeah.
90,
Tiger will have it in his
92 wins, 82
toes.
rings.
We'll have it in his toes everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.
But that is a cool feature to have. I think the rings are pretty cool.
Yep, definitely, definitely. So here is Live next tournament. It's gonna be in Australia. That's one thing that I like about Live. Live keep it. They go everywhere and
Around
they
the
play.
world.
Yeah, they go. They play everywhere. Whoever's welcome to have them, they play there. They played in Hong Kong. They played in there Miami. They played Mexico. They played in Las Vegas, and they're gonna keep going and going and going and going. So here's what they have in Australia. It's gonna be not this weekend, but the following weekend. So that they will be ready. Australia be ready for Live. They're gonna be rocked. They're gonna be definitely rocked. All right. So with this concludes our We Call Golf segment. First of all, before I let it go to Miguel, for you to close it out. Once again, thank you a lot for being with us. Please share. Do not forget, we have 3 more sections coming up. All right. So on Thursday, we got the We Call Sports. That is with the Tech Jondi. Also, that he came into the live. Hey, Johnny, shout out. Appreciate it for being here, Baba. Thank you. We also have GI Josh. He also is the one running the wrestling on Friday. So Thursday is We Call Sports. All right, we talk about NBA, MLB, and boxing if it's hot right there in the moment, right? Because boxing kind of goes cold for a minute. However, on Friday, we got wrestling. All right, there you got GI Josh, which is the one running it with his tag team partner, which is Hush X. So he's gonna be there, and then we're gonna be talking about the next pay per view and what's the latest and greatest on WWE, TNA, next. Just bring it up that they got it, and everything that's going as far as wrestling, also in Puerto Rico. All right, so for everybody to know how Puerto Rico does with wrestling as well, for you to get that content. All right. Also, do not forget our segment, one topic, on April 28th. It's one question, and we're gonna debate it to the end. All right. So for this upcoming one, the question is, what is the most difficult sports to play? You take that one, do your homework, bring it in, and come and debate with us. However, the other podcasts are in Spanish, but whenever we post it on YouTube, you can put the subtitles on English, and then you can read it a little bit and get the feeling about what we're talking about. All right, Miguel, go ahead and close it out. Thank you, everybody. You don't know who it is. Noloboy Red Cup. # Red Cup, baby. Miguel, go ahead and close this out.
I just want to say thank you for all the people. I have millions of viewers yet, but I just want to say thank you to all the people that support us. Right, without you, we're nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right, we start from the bottom. We'll get ourselves to the top. eventually we're just gonna keep on bringing you golf, right? Because this is what we love on this segment. Obviously, watch out all the rest of the we call sports casts. They always coming in with the good information. And
There you
cheers.
go. Cheers. Hey,
this is what we love to do.
we call sports, we call golf. Thank you for everything. Have a nice night, everybody.